So if you're in your listings to leads dashboard and you're, for whatever reason, maybe your listings haven't come in, or you want to manually add a listing, which can sometimes be easier than waiting for it to come in or trying to pull it in, simply you just go to click on create a new listing, and once you click on that, you'll be taken to a screen like this. Now, typically what I'll do is I'll put it as for a listing presentation, only because I want to make sure I get some of the information right and potentially don't publish something incorrectly. Uh, I'll make sure I double check it before I change the status. After you get done entering in all the different information, and there's about half a dozen fields at the top here that are required and so forth, you simply go down here and add your property description, read the instructions about pasting. So if you're typing on Microsoft Word, you might have some problems. But simply click Save and Add Photos. Then you'll be taken to another screen like this where you can add specific photos to the property, and you can add comments and so forth about those specific photos. After that, if you go back to your general listings page here, one of the things that you can do is you can simply click on the address and you will get this marketing and lead generation checklist. So this is something that if you put a couple photos of the property in before you go on a listing presentation, or just have something that you want to send to them afterwards, you can actually add a couple photos of the house and they'll populate here the first 3 photos. If you click generate PDF, what you'll get is you'll get a 4-page PDF that looks just like this. And this just happens to be a little bit unclear photo of my the brokerage local that I was using. It was just using for a sample. Now, one other thing that you do that when you do this is that you get the single property website. So even if it's just for a listing presentation, now all of a sudden you will have this already created prior for you. If you're doing this before you go on an appointment, which is what I typically suggest that you do, you can even text this. What I find I like to do is to text this right to the owner and say, hey, I've been working on some stuff for your property before we meet. How does this look? And a lot of times it'll generate some conversation like, oh, I like it, or I don't like it, or you didn't mention the shelving in the garage, or something of that nature. So just make sure that whatever you do, you're clicking save on the bottom of either one of the pages here to make sure that you save your work.